Alright, today we're going to do a quick video on my saddle hunting pack and gear stuff. So I wear my saddle in. It's got my tether linements and some other stuff in here. I'm running the Latitudes Classic with two of the tethered pouches. One of the new one that's got the partitions in it, and then one of their old pouches as well. But I'm using the Badlands Super Day Pack, and with this pack, I had the Trophy Line K's pack, carry all your stuff, and I traded it off for another pack. This is the pack I used last year, and I just can fit all the stuff in here. It doesn't have the organization as well as I'd like it to, but I don't really mind it. So basically, I'm wearing my saddle into the woods, and this is how I've got my Beast sticks with the Artisan Edge, or the Artisan Outdoor Fabrication platform on the Beast sticks. And so I'll get to the tree. I'm usually wearing a t-shirt, merino wool, base layer, and maybe a sweatshirt or a sweater depending on how warm it is. And then I've got some other clothes here in the pack. But so what I'll do is I will take the sticks off, and I set my first two sticks from the ground. And then on my saddle I've got two paracord loops, and that's what I use to carry everything up the tree with. And so then once I get to the bottom of the tree, get those set, I'll open up my pack. I've got some cheap knee pads from Home Depot. I think they were like 10 bucks. And a lot of times what I do is I'll set my sticks so that the bottom step is even a little bit too high for me to get my foot on. And then I'll just put my knee with the knee pad on there and use that to climb up. So I can get a little bit higher with the sticks rather than just as far as my foot can go up. And so for some of the shorter guys or some of the bigger guys that don't have as much range of motion, that helps me to get a little bit higher. Most times I'm using only 3 sticks. I can get 12-15 feet with 3 sticks, and looking for cover, that's kind of the way that I've done it so far. But that's basically what I'm doing this year. So there's the knee pads, and then in here as well I've got the Badlands Outdoor, I think it's the Drive jacket. It's pretty windproof, DWR coated, pretty quiet, and so I'll put that on at the base of the tree, and then I'll put my backpack on and start up the tree. I've got a loop of paracord over here and some snack wrappers, twisted up. And if you've listened to the podcast enough, bow ropes are the bane of my existence. So I actually do have right now, haven't got a chance to use it, Doyle's gear hoist. And on this Badlands Super Day Pack, it has these side straps, and it's got MOLLE underneath these side pouches, so it tightens down on there pretty well. So I think that's going to work out well for me, but I've yet to try that out. Just a new addition, but it is on my pack, so I thought it bears mentioning. So after I get set up in the tree, after I get up and get my Artisan Outdoor platform set, I've got girth hitched on here in the left side pouch, using the Latitudes ropes with the Swabish hitch. I got that girth hitched to the saddle, and then I've got my tether in the left pouch. So everything's right here on my side. And then in here I have a out on a limb Assassin's Reach base, and the cam buckle I haven't got to work, so I've got a ratchet strap, girth hitched on here, and then accessory strap, girth hitch, so it doesn't slide around on there. Not sure if I'm sold on that, but I like it because it fits in this pouch and I don't have to mess with it. So getting it in bulk out of the backpack, all that stuff. The key is I can set that before I take my backpack off. I don't have to take my backpack off to get into it. A lot of times what I found with the 4th Arrow setup or any of the ones I have to go around the tree that I had to put in the backpack is that I'll take the backpack off, get all my other stuff hung up, and then I have to run the strap around underneath the backpack, and there's a lot of fumbling around, so I'd just as soon to do it that way. And then in here, in the hydration bladder portion, I've got one of the 3-armed 4th Arrow with a cheap head from Amazon. It's like 30 bucks. Works pretty fine for me. And that's basically all I've got in the main pouch. And then in this front pouch here, I've got a puffy, just a cheap Old Navy $20 puffy. I've got my Vanguard binoculars. The reason that I have those in here rather than in the vinyl harness is when I'm climbing up the tree with the lineman's loop and setting my sticks, it just seems to be in the way. Even with the bridge and everything when I'm up in the tree as well, it's just a little bit too bulky for me. Maybe I'll try a different vinyl harness. Maybe some guy leave a comment if you've got a good vinyl harness that you use for saddle hunting. But for me, that's one of the things that's been frustrating. So I just keep them in my pack now. And then I also have, and this kind of adds a little bit to the weight, but I've got a set of Silent Approach ring of steps, and I'll put that around the tree if I get into a weird spot or where my stick lands at a weird angle. It's a love-hate relationship with the Artisan Outdoor platform. Is when it works great and you get in a good spot, you know, it's perfect. When it doesn't, it will be on an angle or something like that, and I found myself wishing that I had a couple of steps on there. So I got these just to throw in my pack. It weighs a couple pounds, but it's worth it just for the convenience. In my side pouches, I have a knife, I have a battery pack, I have a grappling hook in case you drop anything, and then in this other side I've got a grunt tube. The front of this pouch also opens up, and I've got some deer scent. I know some guys don't like it, some guys do. For the rut, it's always been something. And then I've got a single step movable aider that I use most of the time when I'm having to get into a tree, or if I need to get a lot higher. I've only had to do that a couple times in hill country like in Missouri or Ohio, but that's basically everything. And then in this other pouch here, I've got my release, my one of the tethered hiss straps, hang all your stuff. I've got a headlamp, I've got my rangefinder, and I've got a hook to hang my bow, and then I've got a point of view camera that just flops down in the bottom of there. So everything that I've got here that's in this pack I think weighs about 27 pounds. So if you weren't filming, and by no means is this any sort of a minimalist type setup, but this is what I bring with me, whether it's an all-day sit or just a quick sit. But this is just what stays in my pack, and it's basically what I use. So we've had some people asking about that. Hopefully it's something that'll help you guys out, but that's what's in my pack. You can check out my review on the saddle in the Latitude Classic video that just went up a week or so ago, and you can check that out. Just hit subscribe, hit the bell notification, and then you'll get updated when any of our new videos come out. Thanks for watching.